Good evening from Wolfe Aerospace's launch pad in Houston, Texas, in nearby Houston, Texas. We're currently counting down to a non-time launch here. Sometimes in about 9 minutes and 30 minutes from 9 minutes and 30 seconds from now. The launch teams will go for launch. Now, a couple issues. Now, we do not have audio on today's count. We don't have mission control audio on today's count. And don't worry, we will be letting you know what's happening during tonight's count. And if you were paying attention, we were a customer on another company's launch. But first, another company's launch. For another company's launch. We launched SSO-1B and C a couple hours ago. From Cape Canaveral Space Station. You see launch happening. Now this is not real-time footage. This was sped up. Make it easier. Show off. See, vehicle lifting off from the pad. This was pulled directly from the stream. Let's see. There you can see Miko stage set, and their booster returning back to the pad. And then fairing separation, you see the two SSO satellites. And you can see the second engine cut off. And their booster recovery. There. And showing the payload stack again. Both stage 1 engines had been being chilled down and is testing the gimbals, as well as stage 1 lock load is wrapping up. Stop. Alright. Sorry, just listening to the count a little bit. So stage 1 has finished lock load. But another thing happened was, and then here's a couple of photos from that launch. You can see on your screen, they should be cycling through. Vehicles on the pad. Yep, there you go. Pad. Today, there's some of those pictures that was shared to us. But we are launching a payload for Wolfe Aerospace company. And also, here at back, stage 2 has finished lock load and is topping off. Coming up here shortly on ground gas closeouts. Just closing out the ground systems and preparing for launch. Now coming up after ground gas closeouts, vehicle pressurizing for flight. Where's the, oh, the Schomburg doing its very quick retract. Quick retract there. Should be bring back up to its. What the strong back does is that it supports the vehicle as it's sealed up. So this gas because that has started. Coming up here at T-minus 3 minutes will be stage 1 pressurizing for flight. And 30 seconds later it will finish up pressurizing for flight. At T-minus 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Stage 2 starts pressurizing for flight and finishes up at T-minus 2 minutes and 25 seconds. No, T-minus 2 minutes. T-minus 1 minute and 45 seconds, the vehicle is in startup. And the flight computers power up and start monitoring the countdown. T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds, our gas closeout is complete. So where we finish closing off all of the ground equipment and it is secured for flight. And then at T-minus 1 minute and 25 seconds, the LD will pull the range, prop, and payload go for launch. Stage 1 is now pressed for flight. And stage 2 is now pressurizing for flight as well. So T-minus 1 minute and 10 seconds, the vehicle has control of the countdown. This is when the vehicle, like I said, has control of the countdown. If needed, this at T-minus 1 minute and 10 seconds is the last moment we can hold. We have just passed, and we have confirmation that stage 2 is pressed for flight. Then T-minus 1 minute and 10 seconds is the last point we can hold to still be able to launch. But unfortunately, due to tonight's window being instantaneous, if we hold today, we do not have another opportunity. Both is in startup now. Let's control the count. Just monitoring the count. And now let's go outs. At 2 minutes 60 seconds, FTS powers up. 2 minutes 5 seconds, FTS is armed. We do have a go launch from the LD. And the vehicle has control count, and we are continue going through. 2 minutes 30 seconds, and final range check occurs. And then 2 minutes 25 seconds, LD verifies go for launch. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, the ignition and T0 lockdowns release. So let's go ahead and let's watch as the launch vehicle lifts off the pad. Final range check, and the range is green. And LD is go for launch. vehicle is lifted off from the pad, you can see all the information on your screen. The vehicle is now rolling to flight trajectory. It goes now 3,000 meters in the air. It has throttle back to minimize the loads in on the vehicle. Power and telemetry is nominal. We should be hearing the call out for max Q. We should be hearing max Q anytime. Now the vehicle is pitching downrange. Seems like the team are struggling a little bit to get the vehicle under control. It seems like we are back under control. And we do have max Q. The next milestone is Miko. Now you're pitching over. It's going to pitch over again. Goes down to minimum throttle. Now back to nominal trajectory. Next milestone is Miko. There's a space. And we have Miko. Stage separation. We have full throttle on. On the second stage. And lower fairing has been jettisoned. And we have main fairings up. Massive congratulations to the guidance and control team who has been able to get the vehicle under control after flip earlier. Now back fully under control. All systems are continuing nominally. RT plus 5 minutes. See a little bit of the payload there. See, I think that's one of the antennas. Back to the engine. And great call out, nominal trajectory. We are now approaching Seagull. Stage 2's AFTS has been saved. And we have second engine off. Nominal parking orbit. Now we coasting. We are now coasting. We will now be coasting until we reignite the engine. Or excuse me, we will now be until we have second engine relight. So now we'll be coasting for a little bit. So we'll bring up a map where we are in space, and then so we'll be back for second engine relight. a little update here from Mission Control. It seems our next burn seems to be in about an hour. Seems to be in about an hour and 5 minutes, which is a little too long for us to be. It's a little too long for us to be live for and not having time. So, unfortunately, we are going. I think our plan is to be ending the webcast here. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed being on this exciting launch. Hope to see you again soon. See you for the next launch. But until then, keep the blue sky up.